Community Baptist Temple was started in 1994. In some of the earliest documents, you'll see the motto, "Making a Difference." Over the years, there has been a drastic difference in the places that Community Baptist Temple calls home. From meeting originally in the Lake Senior Center on Route 619 in Hartville, to God's amazing provision with a gifted location on Canton Road. What a difference this new location made. Finally, there was space to hold Sunday schools and services without the need of rearranging desks and furniture. At that new location, the needs were ever increasing, and so were the buildings. Facilities around the property on Canton Road were purchased as the needs of the ministry grew. And what a difference it was to have office space, spaces for the bus and Spanish ministries. Then, a massive God-sized vision was undertaken. The purchase and transformation of the old Carousel Dinner Theater. For 5 years, the staff and members of Community Baptist Temple sacrificed of their time and resources to see this vision come to life. Through God's amazing provision and the hard work of God's people, the vision to see a new home for Community Baptist Temple came to fruition. And what a difference it is. It is our current home and a tremendous tool in reaching out to our community. However, making a difference has never been about buildings. It's always been about people.
As a teenager, I found myself having a void and emptiness in my life, and a lot of that stems from a lack of discipline, a lack of character that I found that I had in my life. I got saved as a teenager at 17, and when I got saved is when the real change took place. I began having a desire to do the right things, and I couldn't do them on my own, I found. At Community Baptist Temple, I found a people that helped me overcome my problems. They gave me practical advice on how to deal with different situations and scenarios. I remember at one point I had lost the job. It had been 2 years since I graduated, and I was supposed to have been at Bible college, and I couldn't get there because I couldn't save the money. I didn't have the capability of saving money. I couldn't keep a job because I just kept calling off work all the time, and I'd lose jobs because of it. And Pastor pulled me aside one day and told me that he wanted to have me come work at the church for him. And so he told me he'd pick me up every morning and drop me off at home every day. So he'd work 12-hour days. To start his day, he'd pick me up and then take me home. And after that job that I did for the church, I was able to go to Bible college. I was able to save money, and I had held down a job from the time that I had stopped working at the church to the time I went to Bible college. I had one job, and I'd been promoted twice in that job, and that difference, that impact came because of the investment that Pastor made in my life. And the investment that he made wasn't just physical, it was also spiritual. And during these times, I began growing as a Christian just because of the faithfulness I saw in our pastor and in the staff guys around me. There was a desire and a burden for souls, and I caught hold of that. And so I wanted to be at soul winning. I wanted to give my life to the Lord. And so I went to Bible college so I could be in the ministry. And none of that would have happened if it weren't for this church, if it weren't for the investment that Pastor made. If this church hadn't been here, I know I wouldn't be.
Yes, there has been a notable difference in the locations where Community Baptist Temple has met to worship. But the difference that will matter in eternity is the difference that has been made in the hearts and homes of thousands of people who have been impacted as a result of the ministry of Community Baptist Temple. Because the servants who gather to worship here seek above all else to see our city, our state, and the world find rest in God, who is the only one who truly makes a difference. And so today, as we reach forth to those things which are before, let us continue in making a difference by exalting Jesus Christ.